Democratic New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez appeared in court on Thursday after a federal grand jury indicted the senior senator on public corruption charges. The Hill spoke with the new head of Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington to get his take on the 68-page indictment. Bookbinder offers a rare perspective, having served as a litigator in the Justice Department's Public Integrity Unit.
The fact that the department ultimately charged bribery is very significant. Bribery is a very tough charge to prove. It's not one that the department charges very often, because to prove bribery, you have to prove that there was a direct quid pro quo, an agreement that the member, the government official, would take official action in exchange for something of value, and it's that link that's hard to prove. The other thing that really jumped out was the scale of the kinds of gifts we're talking about. I mean, the fact that it adds up to close to $1 million, that you're talking about flights on private jets to the Dominican Republic, stays in expensive hotels and villas, kinds of gifts that I think you don't expect to see from U.S. senators.
The former Senate Judiciary staffer, 1.5 weeks into his new role at Crew, said the Watchdog group is, quote, certainly gratified that Menendez stepped aside as the top-ranking Democrat on the Foreign Relations Committee. But Bookbinder wouldn't say if Menendez should reclaim his top spot on the powerful panel if a jury rules in his favor.
The most important thing was for him not to be in that position while these charges were being sorted out. And ultimately, if he were to be acquitted, I think we'd have to see what the state of the record was at that point, whether there were, even if there was not criminal conduct, whether there was enough other types of misconduct where it would still not be appropriate for him to be in that kind of position or on that committee. I think it's a little premature to weigh in on that.
Asked which other politicians the Hill should keep an eye on, Bookbinder pointed to the recently departed Illinois lawmaker with the Downton Abbey office.
Congressman Schock, who has now stepped down, but Crew does feel strongly that there's this distinct possibility of illegal conduct going beyond what appear to be clear ethical violations, and the fact that somebody resigns, while an important first step if they have been identified as abusing their office, doesn't ultimately immunize them from accountability for potential criminal conduct.